Number 11, the union of egg cell and sperm cell in a test tube is blank fertilization. Letter A, embryology. Letter B, in vitro. Letter C, in vivo. Or letter D, pollination. Ito, isa pa nating passer. Nino, Roger, Nueva, Dakara. Good eve, Coach Mac. Thank you po sa lahat. October 2022, let passer po. Good luck po sa lahat na magtitake. Proud Team Piaget from Iriga City, Camarines Sur. That's coming from Sir Nino Roger Nueva de Cara, LPT. Okay, that's one of our LPTs. And of course, congratulations po sa lahat ng ating LPTs. Maraming salamat po sa pag-i-inspire nyo no, sa ating po mga magti-take this coming September at sa inyo pong pagbabalik sa inyong tahanan sa Gurong Pinoy. Okay, number 11, what do you think is the right choice? I see letter B for number 11. Tumpak kaya ang letter B sa ating question 11. The union of egg cell and sperm cell in a test tube. Okay, so yan po yung inyong hint dyan. Sa test tube, okay, anong klaseng fertilization ang tawag natin dito? Would it be letter A, embryology, letter B, in vitro, letter C, in vivo, or letter D, pollination? Okay, ano po yung ating choice for number 11? All right, I see a lot of letter B's. And of course, letter B is tumpak, no? In vitro po ang tawag natin dito. Ayan, no? So, in vivo, in life, di ba? Vivo, viva, living la vida loca, no? Vivo is viva, that's life. Okay, so meaning the study takes place in living organism. In vitro, vitro means in glass. Okay, so that means the study takes place in a test tube. Meron na pong bagong term, baka lumabas sa let, no? In silico. In silico means performed in a virtual setting, meaning through a computer, through virtual simulation. Okay, so that's in silico, but we're looking for in vitro for number 11. Embryology, of course, that's the study of the embryo. Pollination naman, of course, that's the transfer of pollen grains, no, from the anther to the pistil, no? Anther to the stigma, okay? But the correct choice here would be letter B. In vitro ang ating pong tumpak na choice. Number 12, the acronym MERS stands for letter A, man to eagle respiratory syndrome, letter B, Middle East respiratory syndrome, letter C, mild enhanced respiratory syndrome, or letter D, mild enhanced resistance syndrome. What is our choice for number 12? Okay, number 12, letter B. Sabi ng mga mayayabang na members ng Team Skinner. Okay, so tomorrow po, I am going to try, I'm not sure if I can already send an email, no? Kasi every day, there is a limit of 1,000 emails that I can send. So tonight, I will try to send 2 links. Isang email po, dalawang link na po ang aking isi-send. One is for your study file 1. As I have mentioned, yung study file 1 nyo po, walang limit. Pwede niyo pong ulit-ulitin yung pagsagot until you get 100%. No? Huwag pong pasok ng pasok na, for example, ngayong umaga, you would answer, tapos mamayang gabi naman, sasagot ka. No? Try to do it in one take, no? One setting. Or one sitting para po dire-diretso yung inyong pagre-review until you master it. Kung kailan wala ka nang ginagawa, no? I would try to set the deadline until, sige, try ko until Friday, no? Yung deadline ng inyong study file para po pwede nyong ulit-ulitin until you master. That's for your study file 1. 100 items po yan ng Gen Ed, okay? So, i-memorize nyo po. Now, I would also be sending another link and that's going to be your final coaching 2, no? That would be discussed by Coach June on Wednesday, okay? So, pwede nyo na rin pong sagutan. The deadline for your final coaching 2, of course, should be on Wednesday, 7 p.m. because that would also be the start of your discussion, Coach June, okay? So, sana po klaro. And so, alin po? Okay, so kapag hindi nyo pa po na-fill yung ating Google form, kompletuhin na po no, after this discussion para ma-receive po. And please make sure na gumagana po yung inyong email. Wala pong wrong spelling no, sa inyong email para po matanggap nyo ang ating file or ang ating links. Alin po? Ayun, Facebook user, iba po ma'am yung study file sa quiz na yung may time limit po, iba po. Iba po yun ma'am. Yung study file po ay diretso. Bukas po, wala tayong live. Okay? Bukas po yung live is for Pavlov. Yung ating pong schedule is still MWF. Okay? But you have your study file na 100 items na po pwede nyo pong i-master. And of course, po pwede nyo din pong sagutan yung final coaching to nyo na i-discuss po by Wednesday. Okay? Number 12, the correct choice here is letter B, Middle East Respiratory Syndrome. Okay, so your MERS was a viral respiratory illness first reported in Saudi Arabia. No, kaya siya tinawag na Middle East kasi nangyari siya sa Middle East in 2012. That means it is prior to COVID. It was caused by a novel coronavirus called Middle East Respiratory Syndrome coronavirus or MERS-CoV. It can be you can be infected through direct and indirect contact with infected camels, and person-to-person transmission is known to occur in healthcare settings. For example, now from patient to doctor, from infected doctor to the other health practitioners. Okay, so Middle East Respiratory Syndrome po ang ating tumpak na choice. Okay, basahin ko lamang ha. First study file po ba ito ng Team Skinner, ma'am? Yes po. First study file po tomorrow. May PDF po ba? Yes, I can send a PDF po. I-send ko na lamang po siguro sa Friday kasi lalagay ko po yung deadline nyo sa Friday. Okay? Pero po pwede nyo po ulit-ulitin yon. Okay? So Friday ko na po i-send yung inyong study file. Okay, we go to number 13. The main aim of Brundtland Commission defined as development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of the future to meet their own needs. This advocacy is classified as letter A, environmental development, letter B, uncompromising development, letter C, ecological development, or letter D, sustainable development. What is our choice? Recorded po ba ito? Yes po. This is recorded. So again, bukas po tayo walang live, pero po pwede din naman po kayo makinood sa ating page, no? Kaya nga lang po mapuputol po siya kasi yung pinaka live po natin bukas is for Team Pavlov. Kaparte na po siya ng kanilang refresher. Okay, 13, letter D. And of course, the correct choice is letter D. Now, sustainable development. Kapag sinabi mong sustainable development, meron kang development sa ngayon, pero hindi mo isinasaalang-alang, kumbaga na hindi mo inuubos ang resources na para sana pa sa future generations. Now, yan po yung ibig sabihin ng sustainable development. There is development at the moment without compromising the ability of our future generations to also meet their own needs. Okay? So, kumbaga, hindi ka swapang, no? May development pero hindi swapang na development. Hindi mo pa rin inuubos yung resources na para sana sa next generations natin. Okay? So, letter D po ang ating hinahanap na choice. Number 14, soil is considered an ecosystem. Which of the following supports this statement? Letter A, soil differs in color, odor, and water holding capacity. Letter B, it consists of biotic and abiotic components of the environment. Letter C, it is a mixture of minerals, water, and gases. Or letter D, it is the habitat of microorganisms. Okay, what is our choice? 14. 14. Ano po ang ating tumpak na choice for 14? I see a lot of letter B's. Yung pinaka-hint nyo po dito sa question 14 is the term ecosystem. Ano nga ba yung ecosystem? Di po ba? Yung definition ng ating ecosystem is letter B. Okay? So when you say ecosystem, it has the biotic and abiotic factors. Pag sinabi mo pong biotic, living. Okay? Bio, it's living. Abiotic, A means without, no? So without life. These are the non-living components of your environment. So biotic factors mo, the plants, the animals. Abiotic factors mo, the sunlight, temperature, rocks, no? Those are some abiotic components. Common question po sa LET, no? Usually the LET would ask you, which among the following is not a biotic component, hindi biotic component, no? So that means you would have to look for a non-living component of your environment, okay? So letter B po ang ating tumpak na choice. We go to 15. The best reliable source of scientific knowledge is best reliable source of scientific knowledge, educated guess, interview result, empirical study, or personal experience. Ligwak ang beshi mo, sabi ni Sir John Harvey. Okay, okay lang po yan. Importante po natuto ang beshi ko. Okay. Number 15. All right. I see a lot of letter C's. And of course, letter C po ang ating tumpak na choice. This is scientific knowledge, no? Hindi po pwedeng personal experience kasi depende sa experience mo, di ba? But we are talking of something scientifically. And so empirical study po ang ating hinahanap. Now, when you say empirical study, it is backed by evidences. Meron kang ebidensya, di ba? Na totoo, totohanan ang nangyayari. Okay? So letter C, empirical study ang ating tumpak na choice. Number 16, of the following sources of energy listed below, which one is caused by the concentration of heat in the Earth's crust and gives detrimental effect on the food supply? Is it letter A, solar, letter B, geothermal, letter C, wind, or letter D, nuclear? Okay, caused by the concentration of heat. Ayan, heat in the earth. Ayan po yung mga hint mo dyan. Heat and earth. Okay, ICBs. All right, the correct choice, of course, would be letter B, no? Earth is geo, di ba? Geology, geography. And heat is thermal, thermos, di ba? Thermometer, it measures the amount of heat, or it measures the hotness or the coldness, okay? So geothermal ang ating hinahanap. Solar, of course, this is coming from the sun. Wind, using the wind, di ba? And nuclear energy naman is coming from the splitting or the merging of the nucleus of your atoms. Now, you have two types of your nuclear energy. If you can remember your fusion and fission. Nuclear fusion, your nuclei would come together, fuse, merge. And nuclear fission naman, the splitting of the nucleus. Okay, so but here letter B po ang ating hinahanap. You have different types of energy. Lumalabas po ito sa let. Sometimes let would ask you, which among the following is not a form of renewable energy? So kung hindi siya parte dito, that will be your choice. No? So renewable energy mo, when you say renewable energy, napapalitan. Okay, hindi nauubos. Non-renewable naman, nauubos, mabilis maubos, and pwede din namang mapapalitan, but it would take billions or thousands of years na matagal bago ka makalikom ulit. Okay, so renewable energy, solar from the sun, hydropower from water, biomass from our plants, no? Then you have wind energy and geothermal energy. Non-renewable, you have fossil fuel oil, coal, and natural gas. Pare-parehas lang po ito, no? Yung pagkakaiba lang po nila is in the state of matter. So coal is solid, fossil fuel is liquid. Ito yung mga gasolina natin, crudo, yung inyong diesel, no? And natural gas naman, of course, is in gaseous form. And kasama din ang nuclear energy, okay? So nuclear energy, as I have mentioned dito kanina. Alright, so letter B is tumpak. Number, okay, no? Bago yan, no? So yung geothermal energy, kasi i-clarify ko lamang itong sinabi dito na gives detrimental effect on the food supply. Although some people would say that your geothermal energy is relatively safe, no? But other people would say na it would cause an effect sa ating food supply because it would require a large amount of water for cooling and for other purposes. Okay, so kailangan niya ng maraming tubig para wag siyang mag-overheat, no? So kaya siya nakakasama din sa food supply natin na nawawala ng water supply or water source yung ating food. Okay, so letter B, geothermal, is tumpak. We go to number 17. Habol po, Sir Marlon Agimba. Galing sa work yata, Sir Marlon. Number 17, the branch of biology that deals with the study of heredity and inheritance of characters is letter A, ecology, letter B, taxonomy, letter C, genetics, or letter D, psychology. Okay, 17 deals with the study of heredity, inheritance of characteristics, no, or characters. Galing sa nanay, sa tatay, the correct choice is genetics. Okay? Ito naman po yung definition ng iba nating choices. No? Ecology, the study of ecosystem. Taxonomy is the systematic classification of organisms, yung kaninang may kingdom, phylum, etc. Psychology is the scientific study of the human mind. So genetics is tumpak. Okay? Father of genetics, Gregor Mendel. Ayan, sabi ni Sir Virais. Okay, so Gregor Mendel, the father of genetics. All right, we go to number 18. A forest suffered from wildfires and destroys the existing vegetation. However, the soil remained viable. 5 years later, trees and other bushes or bushes are seen flourishing in the forest once again. This phenomenon is called blank. Letter A, primary ecological succession. Letter B, secondary ecological succession. Letter C, tertiary ecological succession. Or letter D, quarterly ecological succession. What is our choice? Number 18, letter B. And of course, letter B is tumpak. Okay? So, meron lang naman tayong dalawang klase ng ecological succession. It's either primary or secondary. Now, pag sinabi mo pong ecological succession, this is the natural process by which a community of organisms, iba't ibang population, iba't ibang species ng organisms, slowly replaces another in an area. Okay, and it's something natural. It's ecological succession. Now, you have two types, primary and secondary. Yung difference po nila dito sa inyo pong primary succession, it starts without the soil. Okay, so wala po siyang soil. Barren landscape, kalbo, no? Walang soil. Yan po yung usually natin sinasabi. It does not start with soil. Ang inyo pong secondary succession, meron ng soil, kumbaga, no? And secondary succession happens whenever there is perturbation. Pag sinabi mo po perturbation, this is something that causes great change. Kunwari kanina sa ating example, may fire. Okay? So after the fire, after that perturbation, secondary succession happens. May fire, may landslide, may avalanche. Okay? So usually calamities ang cause ng inyong perturbation. Okay? So primary succession happens in a place where there is no soil, it's barren. And the first types of species would be present. Now you call them pioneer. Yung unang-una, pioneer species. And then there's going to be intermediate community until more or less wala nang pagbabago. Wala nang masyadong pagbabago sa types of species na meron sa community na to, no? Or sa area na to. And so you'd call them your climax community or climax species. So magkabaliktad po itong pioneer at climax. Pioneer species are the first species and climax species are the final species. No? More or less wala nang pagbabago. Ito na talaga yung mga tumutubo dito for longer period of time unless merong pagbabago as mentioned, no? The great fires, wildfires, forest fires, no? Ang secondary succession mo naman po happens after a perturbation na meron ng soil na existence. Okay? So, the correct choice would be your secondary succession. Ayan, sabi ni Sir Eric Ming Moises, primary ecological succession occurs in areas with no ecosystem. Okay? So, kumbaga nagsimula siya sa wala. All right, number 19, hemophilia is a common sex-linked disorder that is X-linked recessive trait, X-linked, okay? If a man is hemophiliac, this means that, letter A, he got the disease from his mother, letter B, he will have children with hemophilia, letter C, all his brothers and sisters will be hemophiliac, or letter D, none of his brothers and sisters will be hemophiliac. Okay, what is our choice? I see a lot of letter A's for 19. And of course, letter A is tumpak, no? So X-linked, remember? The sex chromosomes, no? Between a boy and a girl. Sa girl mo po, dalawang X, no? So XX ang sex chromosomes ng girls, while sa boy mo, XY. And so since sinabi dito na X-linked siya, and you're a boy, if you're a boy, you have one X chromosome, and of course, naturally, itong X chromosome mo galing sa nanay mo, at yung Y chromosome galing sa tatay mo, no? And so letter A ang ating hinahanap. He got the disease from his mother. Okay, we go to 20. A book on a table before it falls, a car that is parked at the top of a hill, river water at the top of a waterfall are examples of, kanina, no? Meron tayong example nito. Kinetic energy, mechanical energy, gravitational potential energy, chemical potential energy. Okay, what's your choice? 20 ICCs. Okay, yung kanina example natin, di ba? Yung bata sa, was it a swing or sa slide, no? Yung guava before it falls. Okay, so ayan, book before it falls. Car on top of a hill, river water at the top of the waterfall. And so the correct choice here is GPE, gravitational potential energy. Kinetic energy is found in objects that are moving. Mechanical energy is the type of energy you find in machines. Okay, it's a type of kinetic energy. And chemical potential energy, you find this in plants, in fruits, in food, in batteries. Okay, so letter C is tumpak. Number 21, energy transfer, illustrated by the storage current in a battery. A power bank is blank energy. Letter A, chemical energy. Letter B, nuclear energy. Letter C, potential energy. Or letter D, kinetic energy. Ayan. Galing na. Number 21, the correct choice, of course, here. The correct choice is letter A. We've mentioned this kanina, di ba? Battery, food, plants, fruits, you have your chemical energy. Do not choose potential energy because this is a broader term, no? Chemical energy po is a type of potential energy, and chemical energy is the type of energy you find in your battery. It's more specific. So choose chemical energy as your answer, okay? Nuclear energy can be found in the nucleus of your atom. Potential energy, we have mentioned this kanina, na stored energy. Okay, so broader term siya. Kinetic energy is the energy of motion. Okay, so letter A is tumpak. Ayan, lumabas po yan last September, sabi ni Facebook user. Lumabas din po yan noong March 2023, pati yung guava, sabi ni Facebook user. Alright, so sana ma-master natin ito. Okay, we go to, wag pong potential yung inyong isagot kapag ka merong chemical. Unless walang chemical na choice, then potential po yung inyong magiging choice. Okay, so kapag may chemical, chemical talaga yung inyong pong i-choose. Okay, 22, all these are the beneficial effects of scientific knowledge except letter A, solution to practical problems, letter B, making informed decisions, letter C, pursuance of political agenda, or letter D, development of new technology. Wag pong potential. Again, your choice would be chemical energy if there is chemical energy. Kapag wala pong chemical energy, you only see potential energy, then choose it. Okay? But pag meron pong chemical energy, choose chemical energy. It's more specific. All right, 22, the correct choice. Except, we are looking for the exception. These are good effects of scientific knowledge, except the correct choice, of course, is political agenda. Okay? So, dapat hindi mo ginagamit sa pamumulitika. Okay? So, number 22, letter C, ang tumpak na choice. Number 23, the laws of heredity were the results of the study of, ito kanina, no, na-mention na natin, heredity, genetics, letter A, Alexander Fleming, letter B, Gregor Mendel, letter C, Charles Darwin, or letter D, Marie Curie. Ayan, gagaling na. Iyayabang. Okay, number 23, the correct choice, of course, is letter B, Gregor Mendel. Okay, the rest of your choices, Alexander Fleming, also one of the favorites, no, of the left. He was the one who discovered penicillin. Ay, sorry po, no, Charles Darwin. Ito po yung kay Charles Darwin, okay? Na-move siya, no? Charles Darwin for natural selection. Pag sinabi mo pong natural selection, survival of the fittest, kumbaga, no? Kung sino ang mas suited sa kanyang nature, sa kanyang environment, that would be the species that would survive. Okay? So that's natural selection. And of course, meron kang tinatawag na adaptation. No? The body would slowly adapt to its environment. Okay? So kasama po yan sa natural selection ni Charles Darwin. And of course, Marie Curie was the one who discovered radium and polonium. Now, these are your radioactive elements. Okay, so ginagamit sila for radioactivity, for like sa mga chemotherapy, ginagamit po yung radium, polonium. Okay, so but letter B ang ating hinahanap. Gregor Mendel, father of genetics. Okay, we go to number 24. How is the Wuhan coronavirus transmitted? Ito, expert na tayo dito. Very common. From pets to people, eating bat soup, from person to person, from eating raw meat. Ayan, Curie coined the term radioactivity. Tama, okay? So siya po yung unang gumamit ng radioactivity. No? She was a Nobel Peace Prize winner. Okay, so winner siya. Okay, 24. Letter C, letter C. Ha? Paano po ba natatransmit ang Wuhan coronavirus, yung COVID natin? This is COVID, no? The correct choice here, of course, would be letter C, from person to person. Kaya tayo nag-social distancing, kaya tayo nag-mask, kaya tayo naghugas ng kamay, kaya bawal mag-date, no? Magkita-kita during that time, no? Kaya tayo nag-quarantine at nag-ECQ, MECQ, GCQ, whatever QQ. Okay, that's from person to person. Number 24, bawal beso-beso, Sir Chad Cerezo. Okay, so letter C for number 24. We go to number 25. The body of knowledge, including the process by which knowledge is developed, is letter A, innovation, letter B, science, letter C, technology, or letter D, invention. Kaya nagmahal ang alcohol at face mask, di ba? Tama. Pati ang face shield, no? The only country na gumamit na masyado ng face shield. Naging negosyo ang face shield. Alright, number 25. Napakadali na number 25, body of knowledge. Of course, the correct choice here would be science. Science po, body of knowledge. The process through which knowledge is developed, you call this science. Now, innovation, technology, invention, halos magkakaparehas. These are application of science, okay? But body of knowledge is science. Application of science would be technology. And of course, invention, innovation are all types of technology, okay? So, letter B for number 25. Number 26, gaseous compound usually produced by the direct combination of nitrogen and hydrogen. Letter A, carbohydrates. Letter B, sugar. Letter C, ammonia. Or letter D, carbon dioxide. Okay, what is our choice? 26. All right, 26, I see letter C's. Ang galing nyo na. Saan na kaya yung ibang face shield? Hinahanap pa ni ma'am or ni sir ang face shield. Okay, the correct choice here, of course, would be ammonia. No? So ammonia, carbohydrates and sugar, parehas lang po yan. The same lang. Carbon dioxide, of course, this is CO2, di ba? So carbon dioxide, CO2. Wala pong nitrogen, wala pong hydrogen. Okay, so ammonia is this. Okay? And H3, 1 atom of nitrogen and 3 atoms of hydrogen. Okay, so ammonia, ang tumpak na choice. Okay, ito yung mabantot, mapanghi, di ba? Ammonia sa ating GHI. Okay, so ito po yung ammonia. Number 27, the study of the nature of the universe, its origin and structure. Letter A, astronomy. Letter B, histology. Letter C, cosmology. Or letter D, cosmetology. What's your choice? Okay, what's your choice? Number 27? ICC is for number 27. All right, number 27, the correct choice here, of course, would be letter C, cosmology. Na halos magkaparehas po yung astronomy and cosmology. Astronomy is the study of the universe and its contents outside the Earth's atmosphere. Kaya lang, cosmology is the one that involves the study of the origin and evolution. Okay, so origin, saan nanggaling ang universe? At paano nagbago ang universe, no? So ayan kasi sabi, origin. Okay? And so cosmology po ang ating hinahanap. Letter C. Astronomy, it's just a study of the universe outside the atmosphere of the earth. Now, cosmetology, cosmetics to, makeup. Histology is the study of tissue as in a group of cells. Okay, so if you have a group of cells, diba, you call that a tissue. Okay, so the study of tissues, this would be called your histology. All right, but you're looking for cosmology for 27. 28, the first institution which took care of the first COVID-19 case. We are pertaining to the Philippines here. No? Letter A, San Lazaro Hospital. Letter B, Manila Doctors Hospital. Letter C, RITM. Or letter D, St. Luke's Hospital. RITM means Research Institute for Tropical Medicine. Okay? What's your choice? Number 28. Okay, so ano yung kauna-unahang institusyon na umintindi, who took care of the first COVID-19 case in the country? Okay, the correct choice here is letter A, San Lazaro Hospital. Okay, so here is our explanation. No, yung nangyari po, merong dalawang healthy Chinese nationals previously. Healthy Chinese nationals na nag-travel sa Pilipinas as a couple. During January 2020, yung unang pasyente, patient 1, was a 39-year-old female. So meron siyang simptomas, no? May ubo, may sore throat. She was admitted to San Lazaro Hospital in Manila on January 25. This is 2020. Her symptoms resolved and she was discharged. Patient number 2, ito yung jowa, okay? Jowa ni patient number 1, he was 44 years old and he had symptoms of fever, cough, and chills. February 1, the patient's condition deteriorated and it was followed by a cardiac arrest. And so it was impossible to revive him. And so namatay po si patient number 2, ang jowa ni patient number 1. Now, the first COVID-19 death outside of China, and they were, the first patients were treated at San Lazaro Hospital. So letter A, ang ating pong tumpak na choice. Okay, we go to the next item. 29, contract tracing means identifying everyone who has come in close contact with someone who has blank. Letter A, virus. Letter B, illness. Letter C, depression. Or letter D, COVID-19. Napakadali. No? When you say contact tracing, hindi pala dapat contract, no? Contact dapat, sorry po. Okay, wrong spelling. Contact tracing. Hindi contract, no? May kontrata. Okay, so again, this should have been contact. Okay, contact tracing po. Okay, so para saan ang contact tracing? You are identifying someone or people who have come in close contact with someone who has, the correct choice, of course, is letter D, who has COVID-19, no? So if someone becomes positive, the health workers would perform contact tracing. Okay, so the government authorities would perform contact tracing and all those people would be quarantined. No? So minsan nga, hindi nagsasabi, minsan nga hindi pa nagpapacheck, no? Magsistay na lang sa bahay, mag-isolate na lang sa bahay, mag-self-quarantine na lang sa bahay. Kasi kapag nalaman, may contact tracing, lahat kayo maka-quarantine, walang makakapagtrabaho. No? That was during the pandemic. pandemic, no? 2020 until 2022, di ba? Mahaba-haba din, halos 2.5 years, no? So that's number 29, letter D po, COVID-19. Okay, lumapit sa may virus. All right, the correct choice. Ayan, may mga nag-overthink, no? We go to number 30. The Philippines lies in a place where there are many volcanoes, which make it prone to letter A, typhoon, letter B, flooding, letter C, drought, or letter D, earthquakes. Okay, what is our choice? We lie in a certain place where there are many volcanoes, and so we are prone to, the correct choice, of course, would be letter D, earthquakes. Okay, so this area, of course, in the map, no, this area in Earth is called the Pacific Ring of Fire. So ayan po, these are your tectonic plates. Kumbaga, no, ang orange mo, these are tectonic plates, itong mga linyang orange. Ang tectonic plates po, kumbaga ito yung kung saan nagsasalubong yung mga tectonic plates, no, ng mundo. Okay? Yung mga pulang spots naman, these are the volcanic area. At ito po yung Pilipinas, so tad-tad ng pula, kasama yung Japan. Ayan. So kaya palagi tayong may pag-uga, no? Palagi tayong may earthquake, palagi tayong may lindol. So letter D, earthquakes, ang ating tumpak na choice because we are on the Pacific Ring of Fire. Okay? Number 31, mirage is an optical illusion caused by blank. Letter A, electrolyte. Letter B, combustion. Letter C, cellular reaction. Or letter D, optical focus. Okay, what is our choice? Prone on corruption daw. Sino nagsabi prone on corruption? Si Facebook user. Okay, so iba po yan. Ibang klase po yung corruption. Hindi na daw earthquake, no? Prone to corruption. All right, number 31, letter D. Ang nakikita kong choice ninyo. And of course, letter D is tumpak na. So optical focus. So this is what happens in a mirage, no? So this is you, and merong nagsasalubong na hot air and cold air, and so it affects your optical focus. It affects your vision, no? Because refraction bends light rays toward the cooler air, no? So nagiging blurry yung image, no? You'd call this mirage. Okay, so letter D, optical focus, ang ating pong hinahanap. Okay, now what about the rest of your choices? Cellular reaction, of course, this is any reaction that happens in the cell. Electrolyte, this is a liquid containing ions. So yung mga Gatorade mo, these are electrolytes. Okay, so meron silang ions, no? Meron silang, when you say ions, these are active types of substances, no? Active types of substance, no? So a liquid that contains ions, you'd call that electrolyte, aka your Gatorade, your energy drinks. Combustion, in layman's term, no, or sa simpleng sabi, ito po yung tinatawag nating burning. Okay, so burning, that's combustion. Combustion is just the scientific term for it. Okay, so 31, letter D is tumpak. We go to number 32. Ayan, sabi ni Ma'am Ayesha, sinagot ko po electrolyte kasi nauuhaw na dehydrate. Okay? Number 32, it refers to the transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of the flower. We've mentioned this kanina. Letter A, fertilization. Letter B, pollination. Letter C, cell division. Or letter D, germination. Dali. Okay, 32, letter B, and that is tumpak. Okay, this is pollination, the transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma. Okay, so fertilization, of course, that's the union of the egg cell and the sperm cell. Cell division, the division of cells. Germination naman, of course, the sprouting of plants. That's germination. Number 33, which among the following is a terrestrial planet? Letter A, Saturn. Letter B, Neptune. Letter C, Mars. Or letter D, Uranus. Okay, what's your choice? Number 33. 33, letter C, Mars. Mars. Ito yung tawag mo sa best friend mo, di ba? You can call her or him Besh, Beshi, or Mars. All right, 33. Mars, ayan. Mars, papasa tayo sa LEP this December. Sabi ni Facebook user. Okay, the correct choice, of course, would be letter C, Mars. All right, so terrestrial planet, Mars is an example. Okay, now remember the different types of planet that we have. Sa ating solar system, 8 planets na lamang po. Naligwak na po si Pluto, no? Si Pluto was kicked out. Pluto is now just a dwarf planet. No? So you have M, Vem, J, Sun, di ba? M, Vem, Jason. Okay, the first 4 planets, these are called your inner planets. Your terrestrial planets are rocky planets. Okay, so you have Mercury. This is the planet that is nearest the sun. Venus, usually ang common questions no sa LET, ibibigay ko po yung mga common questions. Venus usually is called the twin of the Earth. Okay, so the twin of the Earth. And this is the planet that spins in retrograde motion. Bumabalik siya, no? Nagbabalik siya sa kanyang axis. Spins in retrograde motion. That's Venus, the twin of the Earth. The Earth, of course, is our home. Okay, this is the only livable planet until now, di ba? Although, di ba, meron ng mga mayayaman like sino nga yan? What's his name? Yung bumili ng Twitter. I forgot his name, no? Meron ng mga mayayaman na nag-explore, papunta ng Mars. Ayan. Baka makita ko sa... Ayun, Elon Musk, di ba? So yung mga mayayaman, kaka-explore, no? Gustong mapunta sa ibang planets. Kaya nga merong na-disgrasya, di ba? Yung may namatay kasi nag-explore. Pinuntahan pa yung Titanic, no? Sa ilalim ng tubig. Okay? So, billionaires such as Elon Musk, they explore, no? They're trying to find another planet where we can all live. Okay, so Mars, this is the red planet, of course, and that is the only terrestrial planet dito po sa ating choices. Now, the outer planets are termed Jovian or gaseous planets. Kumbaga, ito yung mga mahahangin. Okay, so mahahangin na planeta. Kaya sila mas malalaki kasi they're made up of a lot of air, no? So gaseous sila. Jupiter is the largest of all the planets. Saturn, of course, this is called your ringed planet. Uranus, this is, take note of this, Uranus, this is one of the 2 blue planets, no? Ang Uranus mo spins on its side. This is the only planet that spins on its side. That's Uranus. And of course, you have Neptune, no? The farthest from the sun, that's Neptune, the other blue planet. Okay, so these 2 are blue because of the materials, diba? May methane sila, methane. Ang inyong Mars naman, pula siya because of the iron, no? So, meron siyang iron oxide. Kumbaga, meron siyang kalawang. Maraming kalawang sa Mars, kaya siya pula. Alright, we go to Elon Carter. Meron bang Elon Carter? We go to number 34. What is the closest planet to the sun? Ayan, kaka-mention ko lamang po. Closest planet to the sun. Pinaka-close ni Sun, yung Mare, Mars ni Sun. Letter A, Mercury. Letter B, Venus. Letter C, Jupiter. Or letter D, Pluto. Okay, of course si Pluto hindi na po pwede dahil hindi siya planeta, di ba? So ligwalkers na si Pluto. Jupiter, it's a Jovian planet. It's a gaseous planet. So outer planet na siya. Venus, the second from the sun. The correct choice, of course, is Mercury. Ano yung katabi ng Mercury? 7-Eleven. Okay, so 7-Eleven po. Katabi ng Mercury. Okay, but Mercury is the correct choice for number 34. Number 35, this is true of recessive genes. Letter A, have more superior phenotypic traits. Letter B, will prevent a dominant gene from expressing its phenotype. Letter C, should be paired with a dominant gene for it to be expressed. Or letter D, will only have phenotypic expression if present as homozygous genotype. Aba, iba yung katabi ng Mercury sa inyo. Sabi ng isa nating kaguro, Jollibee po sa amin. Okay. All right, what's your choice? Number 35. Okay, number 35. Sabi sa number 35 nyo, no? Alin dito ang totoo about your recessive genes? Will it have more superior phenotypic traits, no? Superior tuloy. Okay, will have more superior phenotypic traits. Ligwak po ito. Okay, hindi po pwede, no? Superior yung kanyang phenotypic traits. Mamaya i-discuss natin. Will prevent a dominant gene from expressing its phenotype. Baliktad po, no? Ligwak din po ito kasi yung dominant gene mo ang nagpe-prevent sa recessive gene para ma-express yung kanyang phenotype. Letter C should be paired with a dominant gene for it to be expressed. Hindi din po. And so the correct choice here is letter D. Will only have phenotypic expression if present as homozygous genotype. Okay? Kung medyo nalilito, let's take a look at our slide. Okay? Makinig, especially if you are not a science major at medyo nakakalito lahat ng terms dito. No? So, you have two terms here. Okay? Makinig, concentrate. Okay? So, dalawa pong terms. Meron tayo dito, genotype and phenotype. Ang genotype po is the genetic information of the person. Kumbaga, hindi mo to nakikita, no? Depende sa genes ng tao na sa loob ng katawan, hindi siya nakikita. Ang phenotype mo, these are your observable physical traits. So, kumbaga, kung anong nakikita mo na nakabase sa genes ng tao, you'd call this the phenotype. Ito yung physical traits, ito yung ating nakikita at nakabase siya sa kung ano yung genes or kung ano yung genotype ng isang tao. Now, meron kang dalawang versions, no, ng genes. We'd usually call this alleles. No? Meron kang dominant allele at meron kang recessive allele. Now, recessive at dominant. Usually, whenever we do like our genetics problems, no, when you use your Punnett square, ang dominant allele mo is represented by capital letters. Ang recessive allele mo is represented by small letters. Ang pagkakaiba po nila, ang dominant allele ay dominante. It would mask, no? Tinatago niya yung expression ng recessive allele. Okay? So, dominante siya. For example, no, sa inyong relationship, ikaw yung mas dominante, meaning ikaw yung stronger, ikaw yung mas may control. Okay? Ang recessive naman, ito yung kawawa. Okay? So, ito yung minamask. Hindi siya na-express kapag kasama niya yung dominant allele. Now, meron kang term na homozygous at heterozygous. Kapag sinabi mong homozygous, iisang klase lamang ang inyong allele. No? For example, homozygous dominant, iisang klase, parehas na dominant ang allele ng inyong genes. Kapag homozygous recessive, iisang klase, homozygous, parehas na recessive, parehas na maliliit na letters, no, yung kanyang representation. Ang hetero naman, hetero means many in science. And so, pag sinabi mong heterozygous, this means one dominant and one recessive allele. Okay, now remember, these are your genotypes. These naman are your phenotypes, no? So, if your genotype are these, no? Kapag ka yung dominant mo, for example, this one means purple, no? So, purple siya. Ang recessive mo naman, this one means white. Okay? So, this one would be white. Ang recessive mo is white, no? Hindi kasi nakalagay sa taas. Okay, if you have homozygous dominant, that means purple. And so your phenotype is purple. Ito yung nakikita mo, no? This is your physical trait that is dependent on your genotype. Now, if you have this, you have purple and white. Remember, okay, purple mo, dominant. Ang white mo is recessive. And since white here is recessive, it's going to be masked by your dominant trait. So kahit na may small letter B ka dyan, hindi makikita yung pagiging white ng bulaklak, it would still be purple because purple is dominant. Kaya letter D kanina yung ating choice, di ba? Hindi mo siya makikita unless homozygous recessive siya. Ayan, ito makikita mo na siya, no? Recessive, Homozygous recessive, wala ka ng purple dyan, and so white na ang magiging kulay ng inyong pong bulaklak. Okay? So white flower, ito po yung inyong pinapahid sa inyong noo, no? Kapag ka nosebleed na, masakit na yung ulo, mamayang gabi, magpapahid na po kayo ng white flower. Okay? So genotype versus phenotype. Genotype is the gene makeup. Phenotype is the physical characteristic that you can see, no? Outward characteristic you can see, which is based on your genotype. Dominant, mas strong, di ba? It masks the expression of your recessive allele. Recessive, it would only be seen, it would only be manifested if it is in the homozygous recessive na situation. Okay? So the correct choice there was letter D. Sana po ayun, bakit malungkot ang bebe ko? Okay, so sana po ay klaro. Kung hindi klaro, balikan. No? Alam ko medyo masakit sa ulo no? Kapag ito yung pinag-uusapan. This is genetics. So medyo hardcore na science na siya. Alright, we go to the next item, number 36. Okay. Ayan, salamat naman. Meron nakakaget. Sabi ni Sir Ralph Toledo, gets. Yun pala yun. Okay. Yung mga gurang lang lumalapit ng white flower, okay? All right, we go to number 36. Mammalia is to class as primate is to blank. Letter A, order. Letter B, family. Letter C, genus. Or letter D, species. What is our choice? I see a lot of letter A's. Number 36. Hang on po, malapit na tayo. Patapos na po tayo. We are until number 41. No? So these are all the science items sa ating pre-board Gen Ed. Okay, number 36, mammalia is to class, primate is to letter A, order. Okay, so order o yung order po ang ating hinahanap. So final coaching po ba, does it contain, yes, of course. No? Does it contain common let questions? Yes po. Okay, lahat po ng ating mga items, since the beginning pa naman ng ating review, no, lahat po ito ay galing sa previous let items, and so we can vouch that you will see all these items in the let. Okay, so order ang ating hinahanap, no? So for example, you have this animal, gorilla. Ang domain niya is eukaryotic, no? So merong nucleus yung kanyang cells. Kingdom Animalia, ang class niya ay Mammalia. Ayan po, no? So class Mammalia. Phylum niya is Chordata, no? Chordata or Chordata. This means it is a chordate. That means meron siyang vertebrae. Meron siyang backbone, no? Order, primates. Okay? So order ang ating choice. Number 37. He is known as the father of ancient taxonomy. Ayan, na-mention ko din ito kanina. Letter A, Socrates. Letter B, Carl Linnaeus. Letter C, Aristotle. Or letter D, Plato. Okay, what is our choice? Okay, what is our choice? Number 37, ICC's. Letter C, and the correct choice here is letter C. Now, as mentioned kanina, father of ancient taxonomy is Aristotle. Sometimes is also called the father of modern science. Okay, modern science, Aristotle. All right, so sa modern taxonomy po, Carl Linnaeus, ito po sa modern taxonomy, no? Hindi po si Socrates and si Plato, although they are both very famous din silang Greek philosophers. Okay? So modern taxonomy naman po, si Carl Linnaeus, yung nakita natin kanina, Dear King Philip, came over for Great Spaghetti. No? Those are all products of Carl Linnaeus' study. Okay, so modern taxonomy siya. Number 38, which of the following is used in classifying plants based on phylogenetics? Letter A, chemical composition. Letter B, structural similarities. Letter C, physiological traits. Or letter D, evolutionary sequence. Okay, what is our choice? I see letter D is for number 38. Phylogenetics. If you are trying to classify plants based on their phylogenetics, what are you using? The correct choice here is letter D, evolutionary sequence. No? So ito po yung meaning ng phylogenetics, the study of phylogeny or the evolutionary history of a taxonomic group of organisms. Paano siya nagsimula? Ano yung mga evolution na nangyari sa organism na ito? Ano yung mga kalahi niya dati? No? So that's your phylogenetics, the study of the evolutionary sequence or evolutionary history of a group of organisms. So letter D is tumpak. Ayan, 3 questions left, sabi ni Sir Carlos Sibong. Number 39, zebra, horse, donkey have similar characteristics because they belong to the same. Letter A, taxonomy. Letter B, species. Letter C, rank. Or letter D, genus. What's your choice? Number 39. Okay, I see letter D for number 39. All right, your zebra, horse, donkeys belong to the same genus, ang tumpak na choice. Okay, their genus is Equus. Okay, so Equus, ang kanila pong genus, no? So ito nakikita mo, iba't ibang klase ng Equus. Say for example, you have your Asian wild horse. Scientific name po niya ay Equus ferus. Okay, ayan, Equus ferus, no? So if you have a scientific name, kapag ka meron po kayong scientific name, yung first word po, which has capital letter, no, it starts with a capital letter, that's the genus name. And the second word is the species name, no? For example, you have Oryza sativa. Oryza sativa is the scientific name for rice. Okay, Oryza sativa, the scientific name for rice. Ang Oryza po ay genus name. Genus po ang Oryza, and sativa po is the species name. Okay, so sativa is the species name, and Oryza, the first name, is the genus name. Now remember, if you'd want to reproduce naturally, you have to belong to the same species. So ikaw at ang zebra, ikaw at ang horse, ikaw at ang donkey, since you don't belong to the same species, you cannot reproduce. You can only have babies if you belong to the same species. Okay? So yan po, no? Yung may common question sa left. Which among the following organisms can reproduce naturally? And so your answer there would be those organisms that belong to the same species. Okay? So dapat parehong tao para magka-baby, no? Yung aso at ang tao, aso at ang kabayo, aso at kambing ay hindi po pwedeng magkaanak. All right? We go to number 40. Number 40. All right. Number 40, predation is a relationship exemplified by, we've talked about predation kanina, may kumakain at may kinakain. Is it letter A, an orchid attached to a mango tree? Letter B, a hunter shooting a duck in the forest and having it for dinner? Letter C, a tapeworm living in the gastrointestinal tract of a toddler? Or letter D, a clownfish living within a sea anemone? Okay, what's your choice? Number 40, predation, may predator at may prey. May nangangain, predator, at may kinakain, the prey. Okay, the correct choice here, of course, would be letter B, no? Ayan, no? A hunter shooting a duck and having it for dinner. So, kinain niya yung kanyang nahunt, kinain niya yung kanyang prey, that was the duck. Okay, so letter B ang ating tumpak na choice. Orchid attached to a mango tree. This is a type of commensalism po ito, commensalism. The orchid benefits, the mango tree is not affected, no? No benefit, no harm. A tapeworm living in the gastrointestinal tract of a toddler, this is a form of parasitism. Okay, parasitism po, there is a parasite and there is a host, di ba? The parasite, the tapeworm is benefited while the toddler, the host is harmed. A clownfish living within a sea anemone. Some people would say this is commensalism. Some people would also say this is mutualism. Na this is, ang clownfish mo, si Nemo. At yung sea anemone, yung parang lumot, no, na kanyang tinitirhan. Okay, so the correct choice here is letter B. Letter B ang tumpak na choice. We go to number 41, last item tonight. Ayan, ay, kakasabi ko lang. Okay, bonus na ito. An orchid attached to a mango tree is example of letter A, predation, letter B, osmosis, letter C, commensalism, or letter D, parasitism. Ayan, yay! Last item, tumpak. Sabi ni ma'am at ni sir. Ayan, no? So an orchid attached to a mango tree, the orchid benefits. The mango tree is dead, ma. Okay, it's not affected. And so the correct choice here is commensalism. Wala namang kinain tuloy. Wala namang kinain at kinain at kumain. Okay, osmosis, you remember osmosis kanina, no? Special type of diffusion, the movement of water materials through a semi-permeable membrane. Parasitism, my parasite at my host. Okay? So, walang parasite naman at a host dyan. No? So, commensalism po ang ating hinahanap. And so, of course, that ends tonight's discussion. And of course, antabayanan po, if I can send it tonight, I will send it tonight. That's going to be your study file. Dire-diretso po, pwede niyo pong sagutan until you master it. And of course, your final coaching too with Coach June, that will be on Wednesday. Po, pwede niyo din pong sagutan, no, if I can send it tonight or it might be tomorrow. No? But tomorrow po, wala tayong live session for Team Skinner. Meron pong live session for Team Pavlov at po pwede po kayo manood, no, sa ating Facebook page or sa ating YouTube channel. But of course, ang main recipients po ng ating live bukas, because that is a refresher program, that's for Team Pavlov. For your friends who will be taking the LET in March next year. All right, so we end this discussion with the saying, of course, and I'll see you on the following days, no? Parang dire-diretso yata, wala pa akong discussion with you, but I will be back with English and Filipino items. Coach June will be taking care of all the social science items, ethics, result items, no, for your Gen Ed sa pre-board natin. And Coach Toto, of course, will be taking care of math. Then I will be taking care of the entire Prof Ed pre-board. Okay, so I will see you when I see you. This has been Coach Meg of Gurong Pinoy. And of course, I leave you the saying, malit man na butil ng mga kaalaman, ang dulo nito ay malaking kaginawaan. Maraming salamat and good night.